Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds.
The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chance here to counter. And it's Valverde.
Rodrigo! They've won a corner.
And we have our very first corner. Dembele clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Rodrigo crosses it in. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Quarter of an hour played.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, such a clever touch.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Drilled in low.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
And the shot!
It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
And they've got rid. He's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Goes forward. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Alexander-Arnold, and that is expertly dealt with. Conte. So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's played.
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Short changes him with that pass. Now, can they get him away?
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
There's the header! That's a half-decent try.
Upamecano is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rodrigo. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's...
And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid have their third corner.
Goes for a shot, there it is!
Gol! Ha segnato al 33esimo minuto, numero 10.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gets a good foot in there. Can he get on the end of this?
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Dembele. France finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get...
And a shot!
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mbappe running with the ball. Saliba. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Conte.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Koundé cuts out the pass.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
It's a
recupero.
loose pass. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Tries to play it for...
There's the shot! They've scored! France are back on level terms.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And they can counter here. Driving forward. Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. Mbappe. Played out wide. And he's quick to get it clear again. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
La
60 minutes played.
di 80.113
No, that was never going to make it. Rodrigo looks to get on the end of this. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Good pressure, determined, intense. And he's going to have his name taken. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. Valverde. Camavinga. Well, that looks a decent ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Howson. That is Conte. Kante showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's intervened well there. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, nicely intercepted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pressure coming in from all directions. Muscular approach does pay off here. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. And they've got a throw.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6, numero 10, numero 9,
Now it's
numero
Rabiot.
25. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Another
14,
pass just keeps it ticking
il numero
over.
24, il numero 12, il
The ball
numero
goes in.
26. Attenzione, un cambio.
Opts to play it back.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's picked his Vinicius Junior! Now it's Dembele. And this is Rabiot. He is through here. It's Rabiot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Rabiot has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
So, third corner of the game. And he'll shoot here! Rudiger with the clearance. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mbappe! It's in! Into the lead once more. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead?
He's going for goal! It's a loose ball.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 22. Viene sostituito con il numero 3.
Alexander-Arnold. Out towards the flank. Over to the left. He's found a way through. Foot in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rabiot. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! He has done it! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouragement.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick at.
Camavinga!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's been played through. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A probing pass. Wirtz powering forward here. Now it's Isak.
Tchouaméni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential.
There's the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Konate stood up well to him there. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Frimpong. Now, can they get him away?
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
And it's Hernandez.
Camavinga could try cutting inside here. Mohamed Salah. So it is still 0-0.
McAllister, now it's Gakpo.
And he shoots! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's had it nicked away. And he's been shifted off it.
Conte. Good read, needed to be.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Van Dijk. Mamardashvili getting this one clear. Nicked it back promptly. France are trailing against the run of play. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Camavinga.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. And the finish! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, played right into his path.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Foot in. Now here's the delivery.
Big header! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost perfect. He's having a shot! McAllister. France are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. And he plays one through. Oh, such a clever touch.
Great chance!
And he gets rid in a hurry. Chouameni. Conte. Looking to play him in.
That looks a good ball through.
Tries a shot! No mistake!
Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Ball driven towards the far post. Well, they could break here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram is onto it in a flash.
And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we're off again.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance!
Conte. That is Conte. Aims beyond the defence.
Mbappe!
And that's a good ball. Backward it goes.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
And the through ball. Thuram. He's had a shot!
Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vids. Caught offside that time.
France have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Threads one in. And he's there to belt it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Played out wide. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Thuram.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's intervened well there. Gravenberg.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chouameni, Mbappe, and he was alert to it. Vids could move up a gear here. McAllister, good strong midfield running here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Dembele, now it's Mbappe. Vids. And Frimpong. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. France are down to 10 men.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
We have got changes
Numero
here
6.
from both sides, in fact.
Numero 10.
It's just beyond his
Numero
reach.
22. Lasciano il
And it's
campo per
Vids.
il numero 24. Il
That
numero
is
26.
good. Super
Il
running,
numero
sharp
14.
movement. Came up
Il
against
numero
a
3.
defender, though, who was
Cambio di
ever
giocatore.
so determined. Rabiot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And the shot's on here. And this is Rabiot. Drill. Can he finish?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Szoboszlai plays it long. Oh, good-looking ball. Rabiot opts for safety. Tries to play it through. That's been cut out, well played. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Played back in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's onside. Takes a shot. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. France complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Good ball over the top.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Kirkes. Jones. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Fofana. Koundé, Fofana providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for options for movement. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Muscular approach does pay off here, and it's Camavinga. Great vision. That has been cut short. Now it's Isak.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gravenberg cuts it out.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Tries to pass it through. Konate gets across to intercept that.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Played back into the centre.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball and some...
Oh, he's been caught napping! There's no flag!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's going to go a long way. He's through and all alone! Real chance! Goal! France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
McAllister engages and forces him off the ball.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Tries to play it through.
It's a goal kick.
Liverpool upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Look at the space here.
Oh, shooting chance!
And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Thuram fires it in low.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak.
Isak.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Mohamed Salah is flagged offside.
Aims beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this?
Thuram gets into a good position. Frimpong. They get a throw in.
And it's McAllister.
Lovely ball, takes a shot! They've done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That was a given, it always was.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Cleared without complication. Conte. Gravenberg.
And he was quick to react.
Nicked it back promptly. Spread neatly.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Kunde. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. Deep into stoppage time. Distributed tidily. And the shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And we hit half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance here to counter.
Gakpo. And it's McAllister.
France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's a shade optimistic. Camavinga gets into some space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Thuram, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Kirkes.
Gakpo. And it's Kirkes.
For Szoboszlai. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Gravenberg. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
McAllister. Kunde. Conte.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
So we've reached the hour mark. Isak. has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good take. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France have the chance to go the other way. That looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Frimpong running with the ball. It's a threatening ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a searching pass. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Thuram. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, important interception. Oh, that's neat. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. That is ended up in no man's land. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Szoboszlai. Played down the flank. Played into space out wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 19, il numero 24. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now it's Rabiot. He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Knocks it into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away? And Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found a way through. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That's positional goals.
Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. McAllister. Now it's Chiesa. Now it's Isak. And he plays one through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Mohamed Salah taking charge of the dead ball. So the perfect chance to get one back.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Il quarto uomo
Konate.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Frimpong. And here's Isak. Chouameni. Dembele, who does have an assist to his name. McAllister. And that will be it. France can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carry...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. The action has already started.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Bellingham. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Valverde. Good read, needed to be. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Dembele might just make this.
This is the time you need that pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, super ball! Now this could be a chance. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that was nowhere near his best.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Vinicius Junior. And what's he giving here? France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. He has spurned it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. And he's gone backward here. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pass somewhat off target. France finding their passes. Hernandez could try cutting inside here. Tchouaméni. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde. Bellingham. Oh, they could break here. That's an imaginative pass. Madrid have a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to...
Vinicius Junior! He can get that clear. Alaba, Camavinga, out again for a throw-in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's picked his way through, and he can clear it away. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Kamavinga, and it's Kunde. Couldn't squeeze it through. No, that's been intercepted. And it's played forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Out to the left it goes. Drives it in. And that has been cleared.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Hernandez gets into some space. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio. Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 4.
So off we go once more.
Numero 15.
So neither side has yet broken through. He's had a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Gol per la Francia. Ha segnato al 47.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He is through here. Oh, well played. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Searching pass he's played there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get on the end of this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kamavinga, and they can counter here. France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Dembele! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hernandez.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Defending was strong and firm. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chouameni, he really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Camavinga.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Camavinga. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Saliba looking to play him in. Always onto this. They're urging him to shoot. Takes a shot! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Fofana. Now that looks a decent ball. Drilled in low. And he's heaved it away. And it's Koundé. Fofana receives it in a wide position.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Saliba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's managed to gift it back. It's a good foot in there. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Alexander-Arnold gets his head on it! Oh, crossbar! Caught offside that time. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's being urged to shoot. Played back. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Sostituzione per la Francia.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now as good a time as any to pull level. Desperate defending required here. Doué is there and he can get that clear. He slings it in. And he's taking no chances there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Olise, Fofana.
Nice control.
Chouameni, 5 minutes to add. Taken back almost at once. Olise. And Hernandez. Pinches it off him.
Vinicius Junior. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.